the hood, grab the keys, baby, who you tryna please? Push the pedal, spin the wheels, I know how to make you feel. Baby, I ain't playing games, just shut the door and pump the brakes. Close the hood, grab the keys, baby, who you tryna please? Push the pedal, spin the wheels, I know how to make you feel. Baby, I ain't playing games, just shut the door and pump the brakes.
These voices all in my head, never to whisper again, never to sing me to sleep, oh but a dream. Right there caught out in the rain, drenched in a memory of pain, soaked by the old sour taste. Let's hope for the better. Play to the mind wide open, waken the beast by the middle. Play for the least I'm hoping, show you the doorway to my soul. Come to the root of the cause, produce who can be applause. I mention it's not my fault, yet my effort was needed. So I grab for some inner resource, most certainly blind to the force, letting the world take its course. We've now superseded. Play to the mind wide open, waken the beast by the middle. Play for the least I'm hoping, show you the doorway to my soul. Play to the mind wide open, waken the beast by the middle. Play for the least I'm hoping, show you the doorway to my soul. Always in my brain, I'm trapped in a magical maze, not feelings of hopelessness. I'm facing the mess that I've made. Always in my brain, I'm trapped in a magical maze, not feelings of hopelessness. I'm facing the mess that I've made. Play to the mind wide open, waken the beast by the middle. Play for the least I'm hoping. open, show you the doorway to my soul. Play to the mind wide open, waking the beast by the middle. Play for the least, I'm open, show you the doorway to my soul. Hold my side, 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 hold my side. I heard he been dancing on the squad. Be precautious when the sweet. I want that brand new Bentley with the red seats. My pops was there for me, so I be a deadbeat. When you said you love me, girl, you scared me. I'm faking smiles, I'm hurting inside, can't let my fans see. They hear me talking, but I don't think they understand me. Checks and deposits, young swimming in them bands deep. Head on the swivel, opposition like a block away. Teeth grinning off them that I couldn't concentrate. I'm no addict, cause I don't think that's smart to say. Rock out with that, might make it do the Harlem shake. Make sure that low, keep your and always watch your snake. Be careful who you trust, cause they'll cross you like Tim Hardaway. Impatient in the slums, I couldn't afford to let my mama wait. Long distance relationship with God, so it get hard to pray. You can't really plan what's meant to be, I think they call it fate. Like, girl, I love you, but it's only so much I can tolerate. Like, girl, I love you, but it's only so much that my heart can take. Like, let's give it a rest, girl, I just wanna give my heart a break. I heard he been dissing on the squad. Be precautious when the sweet. I want that brand new Bentley with the red seats. My pops was there for me, so I be a deadbeat. When you said you love me, girl, you scared me. I'm faking smiles, I'm hurting inside, can't let my fans see. They hear me talking, but I don't think they understand me. Checks and deposits, young swimming in them bands deep. Fees stay like 200 racks, but the price keep going up. I'm the hottest out they don't like me blowing up. Back against the wall, no one to trust. Ain't no limit in these streets, can ride a bike, you old enough. Gotta fight, no folding up, like pay the price, you know what's up. And when they say who won it, act like you know it's us. From the soil, you gotta share the same scars to roll with us. Say it's off the point up. It's cracking where I'm from, watch what you just reckless. No big homies over us. Fatuated by dollars, yeah, on that guap, I got a crush. Been racing to millions, the money talks give me a rush. I heard he been dissing on the squad. Be precautious when the sweet. I want that brand new Bentley with the red seats. My pops was there for me, so I be a deadbeat. When you said you love me, girl, you scared me. I'm faking smiles, I'm hurting inside, can't let my fans see. They hear me talking, but I don't think they understand me. Checks and deposits, young swimming in them bands deep.
Mama told me to be a doctor. I ain't never had enough patience. Mama told me to be a scholar. Got no class and I'm dang.
I remember playing with guys like DeAndre Ayton. He loaded into my park, and I'm in college playing with my friends. I was like, let's go chase DeAndre Ayton. Like, we're just sitting around like NBA players in our park.
Yeah, I know. I'm definitely finna step my game up. Can't be losing with the logo over my head. I know people are gonna be coming at me, so I'm gonna step it up a little bit.
I think it would be cool just to interact with the fans and different people. I think that's gonna be a dope experience as well.
What does the game have to get right? Because you have a very unique look. So what do they need to get perfectly in the game?
I think it's gonna be difficult because of my hair.
A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room, hoping to put on a show for their fans here tonight. There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at the Pelicans. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for Detroit, they have to like the progression that we've seen. Bit by bit, everything coming together. Consistency going forward will be key.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Anderson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Cunningham. And it's Stewart in at the 5. Roman the paint. And for the Clippers, Ricky Rubio is out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Kuzma in at the power forwards position. This is a primetime interconference rivalry, Greg. What do you expect we'll see here tonight?
Kevin, it could be a feeling out process early, but once the teams get going, expect this thing to get physical and contentious.
Now here's Schroeder. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Schroeder.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Passes it to Pop. Looking for Kuzma. He gets it there. And that one clearly a foul. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
6 on the shot clock. And Rubio kicks to Powell. No good on the triple. Detroit with the ball. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
Here's Rubio after the basket by Detroit. Here's Capella and the dunk by Capella.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league, where you share the ball, Kawhi Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Clippers. One thing about Kawhi Leonard's defense, Brent, his quick hands really help him.
Well, isn't it incredible, Kevin, every year how many steals Kawhi gets that are so much different than any other defender in the NBA, where he literally rips that ball away from any offensive player and takes off down the other end of the floor.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Tyronn Lue.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, he went into some detail about the team they're playing tonight and what they'll have to do to slow down their offense. Defensively, they want to challenge at the rim, but stay connected to the shooters. It's tough to do both, of course, but he said, we're built for this. Guys?
David, thank you for that. Very interesting. G8, their focus on preventing a scoring burst early on.
And it's tough. Once you've lost momentum, to try and recapture it, they're relying on their defense to negate that up front.
Well, you'd love to live in that disruptive mode all night long, never allowing your opponent to get comfortable.
Schroeder hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And it's Rubio penetrating. Excellent D there from George. The Pistons have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Shoots it up. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
For the Clippers, it's been a slow start here. It's a 10-point game. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Powell, no one around him. Wide open shot is on the money.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
And it's Schroeder missing. Clippers trail by 8. Down low. It's deflected. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Schroeder. The Pistons working the ball around now. Cunningham kicks to George. The pass to Stewart. Shoots over Capella, and it's off the back rim. No good. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
And Rubio's passes lead to a boost in confidence for the entire team.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. It happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
Yeah, even when it comes to matchups where it looks like one side should be the clear favorite, those brief 2-game series often end 1-1.
So Detroit ends up going with a new group. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
And the Pistons with possession here after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's man, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
The Pistons leading. Coffee passes to Wright. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
.119 left in the first quarter of the game. Out to the right wing. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And at 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan, Robert Covington Gray comfortable guarding power forwards.
Well, he's accustomed to it. In high school, he was the same height, but only weighed 170 pounds. Even then, his coach said he was weak, but he wasn't soft. I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pistons.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
Andrew Beverly, he's checked in for Wright. Now, here's Clark.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
It's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Terrence Mann. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. It's Bledsoe on the wing. Defended by Sexton. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. And Covington sends it back. Here's Coffey. Kennard covering. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Clippers have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Sexton finds Beverly. They need this. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here are the Clippers. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Clippers lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Well, we know that Colin Sexton is an efficient scorer. He shed some light on the mentality that's made him successful.
I feel like I've just been calm and letting the game come to me and not trying to force anything and just getting shots that my teammates create for me and just knocking them down.
And even though he's more a point guard in stature, Greg Sexton more of a flat-out scorer at that point than he is a facilitator.
Yeah, and Kevin, there's always a place for guys who can put the ball in the basket, especially if they lock in on the defensive end.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Detroit, Patrick Beverly out there with Colin Sexton. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Coffey in at the small forward position. Hits the three-point bomb. And it's an 11-point Clipper lead. In your experience, Brent, in the front office, has it changed how you view the game in any way?
I think, Kevin, it's a great question, and I'll actually take it beyond the game and talk about the NBA as a product. I think there's so much more respect that I have, the levels to which organizations go to and through in order to put on an NBA season, from what they do in promotions and ticket sales to the lengths they go to provide the players the best opportunity to maximize their potential. So from top to bottom, sort of being behind the curtain in that way, it's allowed me to see some things on some levels that I appreciate so much more, and I'm so thankful for that opportunity.
Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Kuzma. Rubio outside. There's the three. Rebound by the Pistons.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Pistons passing it around. Passes it to Cunningham. And it's Isaiah Stewart with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Kuzma. Powell for three. Nailed from three-point land. Powell's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Stewart goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And sinking that one, he ends a 14-0 run by the Clippers.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Powell kicks it out to Rubio. Powell for three. Can't get it to drop. Made three. Missed two from the field. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Cunningham's shot is off. And it's Isaiah Stewart with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled. But what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. And here's Rubio. After Paul George getting his 3 to go. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Schroeder finds Wright. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 4th assist in this one.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Leonard, no luck. The Pistons on offense. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And, Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
A different look here for Detroit. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Anderson. Colin Sexton comes in for George. And it's Moutier in for Dennis Schroeder. And that one's good. Leonard.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Detroit.
Capella against Stewart. Here's Sexton. Can't connect from short range. Clippers leading by 9. Fast break. Here we go. Mann gets the bucket. Mann's got 8.
And just Shakespearean there. A smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Assist from Colin Sexton.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. And it's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Eric Bledsoe's checked in for the Clippers. Now here's Leonard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Oklahoma City. Kennard's shot is off.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Pistons. Fires from deep. The Clippers keep it alive. And it's Leonard missing.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
Pistons have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Clippers with the ball. They lead by 7. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by Stewart.
Going to struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Here's Bledsoe. And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Here with Ty Lue, good rhythm for your offense in the first half. What did you like about the start?
Moving the basketball, taking the right shot, making the right play. We make the extra pass, we're a tough team to beat.
And you were sure tough in the first half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Miss you.
Yeah.
So big.
A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. In the first period, their biggest lead was a slim 3 points. Checking out the Clippers, Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
They're in good shape thanks to the work they're doing on the glass. Their effort has been excellent. The numbers are too. And I don't see those numbers dropping. They're going to keep doing the dirty work in the second half.
Over to Kenny. What'd you think about Detroit?
You can point to their long-range shooting as the main problem there. They're taking a lot of threes, and their percentage is hovering in the low 30s. That's too cold. 30 degrees, you need a jacket for that.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Clippers with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Clint Capella is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Powell in at the 2 guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now Powell. Now here's Rubio. He feeds it to Leonard. Stewart with the steal. Now Detroit moving it up. And finished off by Anderson.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Leonard. Over George. Leonard, no luck. And, well, Detroit shooting well. They're at 45%. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
And Rubio kicks to Powell. Rebounded by the Pistons. Stewart's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Shooter passes to Stewart. Inside, it's stolen by Capella. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Goes up the baseline. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his third personal foul.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And a switcher also for Detroit. Covington's checked in. From deep, George. The Clippers grab the miss. Rubio taking his time here. Capella with the bucket.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Looking back at the 2017-18 season, Clint Capella, Brent, shot an eye-popping 65% from the field. That led the NBA.
Well, a third of his baskets were dunks during that season, so I would expect the percentage to actually, Kevin, be pretty high, and a lot of those were at the hands of James Harden at the time playing in Houston, who won the MVP that year. But he has the ability to roll and to finish. He has shown soft hands, and he plays defensively, so he's a great big you can put out to complement both sides of the floor.
Mann's checked in for Ricky Rubio. Detroit also making some changes. Coffey's checked in, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Dennis Schroeder. Pistons trail by 5. Cunningham dishes it to Beverley. A 3 from Anderson. Detroit, no good that time either.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. Shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Here's Mann. He's got 10. Throws it up high. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Really has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Detroit. Clippers leading by 4. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. To the middle, here's Coffey, and he uses the glass on the layup. Coffey of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Mann. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Ball's knocked loose. Fast break Detroit. Here's Coffey. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Coffey's got the game tied up here for the Pistons. And here's Kennard. 8 points for him. To the right side.
Detroit foul.
And the Clippers making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. And Detroit with a change here, too. Lights checked in.
Foul to the Pistons.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first.
At the line for your Clippers.
And he makes both free throws. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Chalk up 2 there. Coffey's got 9.
Sexton working the ball to a teammate. That's what you want to see from him.
So it's the Clippers now.
Detroit foul.
17 points was their biggest margin. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time.
Team is in the penalty.
That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. Bledsoe hits them both.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And there's 1:45 left in the third. Kennard kicks to Bledsoe. The feed now to Capella. Goes back up. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. This one for three. Cans it from downtown.
And the one thing about Moore, it doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for it. And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Stewart's checked in for the Pistons. Moutier comes in for Patrick Beverly. Now here's Leonard. It's deflected. Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, Sexton getting ahead of steam. You could see he had his eyes on the rim and then the body to follow.
59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Los Angeles leading by 3. Bledsoe with it. Now defended by Moutier. Shot from 12. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Clark finds Sexton. Here's the three. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Sexton's got 5.
Well, that's in rhythm and right on target, as Sexton has a very well-rounded offensive game and playing in control now.
Now here's Leonard. It's Bledsoe on the wing. Second chance effort. No good on the layup.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Here's Stewart. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. He's got 10.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Leonard. Here's Kennard. And he gets the bucket. Kennard's got 4 points now in the quarter. To the paint. 3 seconds left. And there's another one for the Pistons.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. The Pistons on top. They lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Tyronn Lue.
Keep pressing, all right? First half, the ball's moving. We got to keep the ball moving. We can't go one-on-one individual. We got to keep the ball moving. They can't stop moving the ball, drive it, kick it. We get anything we want.
I think you can tell he wants to see a lot more activity from his team.
Yeah, and he's right. Too much ISO ball. Move it. Let's try to get a great shot, not settling for goodness.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. We've got Isaiah Stewart. Paul George is out there with Brandon Clark. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Clippers. Cunningham, he's checked in for Detroit. To the inside, Capella. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 3rd assist on the night. Stewart passes to Cunningham. Second chance shot, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's his first.
And you can see that rebounding is a focus for Clark, using that big body to his advantage there.
Shooting for Detroit.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Another thing they've done well tonight is to share the basketball. So many of their buckets have just been off crisp offensive sets, setting up their shooters.
Leonard kicks to Rubio. Back to Leonard for the three. The shot misses. Now the Pistons take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Down low. Here's Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Detroit making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Schroeder passes to George. And the layup falls. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Powell. And the pass to Rubio. Outside Leonard. And Rubio kicks to Leonard. Powell with it. Shot clock at 5. With the drive. Missed inside. Pistons leading by 10. Pass to Schroeder. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's George. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Capella's got rebound number 13 with that last one. And Kuzma slams it in.
With his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Stewart kicks it over to Schroeder. Back to Stewart. George, that's a two-pointer.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his fourth personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Detroit, Isaiah Stewart. Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Here's Leonard. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Passes it to Rubio. Up again. Capella inside. He's guarded by Schroeder. Rubio against Anderson. It's stolen by Schroeder. Now Detroit moving it up. Schroeder leading the charge.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points. You gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Here's Leonard. After the basket by Detroit. In the corner, Powell with it. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Leonard with the ball. Powell guarded by Schroeder. Rubio against George. Anderson passes to George. Over Rubio. And again, Detroit turns it over. The Pistons making a change here. Sexton's checked in.
Colin Sexton.
Clippers trail by 6. Powell kicks to Leonard.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
From the stripe. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Pistons have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Schroeder staying aware and excellent at going straight into the defense in order to get the foul.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. So it's Rubio bringing it up for Los Angeles. For 3. It's hauled in by Paul George. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Stewart finds Anderson. Here's George. Good, nice job down low. George has got the lead up to 10 now for the Pistons.
Paul George has definitely garnered some strength through the years now, and he's developed that over time in the offseason, being diligent with his work ethic and gets through contact on that play.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Dennis Schroeder.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight. An outstanding performance. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Teron Lue's huddle. No surprise, he was not happy with the turnovers. He told them, we are giving this one away, guys. We've got to be more careful with the ball. Play within the offense and get good open shots. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. They get it back. Here's Capella. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And guys, when Capella's playing like this, it's an added bonus. Love seeing him catch fire.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Detroit.
Yeah, this has got to be one of the most rewarding wins they'll have this season. They could have easily gone quietly, but they fought back so hard.
They really did. And I think it shows a little bit of the character of this group. And that's a testament to them. When things seem to be their most difficult, they have a way of rallying around one another and looking to be at their best.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Clark, he's checked in for Stewart. Robert Covington comes in for Kyle Anderson. Terrence Ross is checked in for Sexton. And it's Wright in for Dennis Schroeder. That's good from George.
Think about Paul George in his second year in the NBA being named the most improved player. He's just gotten better from that point. And you don't have to win an award every year to prove it. I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Back to Clark. Outside for George. Ross in the corner. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. This one just all but in the books.
Yeah, too many points. Not enough time.
Windler's shot is off. And here are the Pistons. They have a 9-point lead. Back to Covington. George looking around. They grab their own miss. The 3. And so the Pistons take the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Paul, you guys dialed up the defense in this one. What were some of the adjustments you made?
Well, we're starting to pressure up. You know, we're starting to use our hands. You know, a team like that, you can't let them be comfortable. And we're doing a great job of just, you know, taking away their airspace.
Well, the defensive fundamentals got you through this one tonight, man. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
figure it out. Gotta figure it out. Coming anyway. Yeah. Hey. I'm a cool if you get to know me. Don't spend my time trying to kiss. 250 large in the book bag. I do my by my lonely. That's probably why these know me. I order $50 guacamole. And my diamonds hit. Why your rollie tick, tick, tick. A blue fur for my man. Boo, they all lame. That's for even thinking you was with us. We don't like jokes, don't be with us. Saw the car keys, now she with us. Roscoe's on the table, that's for breakfast. For a high roller, they get. Ice-T told me I was special. I know the big by the exit. For this money, they get reckless. She want her wrists and hands froze. Come get me in the Lambo. Playoff game at Lambeau. Air Max 97s on my toes. Then I told her just pose. Influential artists like Da Vinci. Might switch it up and buy a Bentley. Redna on the mic, oh y'all don't get me. I heard he turned down 500. Expensive taste. All these whack songs y'all running. These rap don't want it. These backpack don't want it. Yeah. Going to your head like girls kissing on your ear like. Going to your head like girls kissing on your ear like. By my lonely. By my lonely. By my lonely.
I told them that I would be classy. From all of my classes, passed them over the masses. Don't know what my mask is. I'm out here in traffic with my game face on. Cause I've been.
I pretty much said my face. I need my face to be clear.
Okay, so your face over any moves that you have?
Probably my shooting motion, and my jumping ability.
If you were going to select a perfect My Team, with you included, you had to pick 4 other players, past or present. Who are you picking?
Curry at the point guard. Shooting guard, Michael Jordan. Small forward, me. Tim Duncan at the power forward. And center, Hakeem Olajuwon.
A lot of people don't select Tim Duncan. I think for how great he is I was just about to say he's underrated.
Underrated.
But he's like one of the best power forwards of all time, like top 2, top 3, maybe 1.
Maybe 1.
Well, you gotta say that now because you're a company man.
Maybe nah. This ain't mine.
We're here at 2K23 House of Greatness at Summer League, where
and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. The fog rolling in on the Bay Area this evening. A gorgeous sight as we get set in San Francisco. Welcome to 2K Sports. We're ready to brighten the weekend with some Saturday night basketball. Hi, everybody. This is Brian Anderson. And with me tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
B.A. Christian Wood went undrafted in 2015. He said lots of those guys who were drafted ahead of me aren't in the league anymore. I've been to China. I've been cut. I've been told I wasn't good enough. But I'm still here, and I haven't reached my goal. I want to be an all-star. I feel like I can be one of the top players in the league.
Thanks, Allie. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You take a look at the Warriors. They're in 6th place, but still time to make a move in the standings.
Well, I think for Golden State, we'll see if they can up the ante down the stretch. They still have a lot of work to do in order to rise to the top.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
A look at the Pistons starting group. They've got Dennis Schroeder. Kyle Anderson is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Paul George, and it's Cunningham in at the 2. And for the Warriors, Curry and Thompson are the 1 and the 2. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Kuminga. And it's Wiseman in at the center spot. So Detroit will get the first possession. New season means new opportunity for young players. Grant, a chance for them to establish themselves in a pecking order.
You know, B.A., teams always hope that a young player steps into a bigger role. This part of the year is rife with playing time to be claimed.
And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's his first foul.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Thompson outside. Curry against Schroeder. Pass to Wiggins from the arc. Knocks down the triple.
The passing ability of Steph Curry, not just a shooter, he's skilled at spotting open guys.
Here's Anderson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Thompson outside. Here's Kuminga. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Schroeder. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And last year's games were interesting to watch, considering that each team came out with a win against the other.
This is going to be a fun first game between these two squads. Buckle up.
Schroeder against Thompson. Inside, Wiseman. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
Well, this is what Curry gives you. He can handle it, score it, pass it, the full menu.
Putting some extra juice on that tomahawk, fellas. No one is going to stop that.
Man, when he's coming in with that level of force, that's just too much right there.
You have to feel a bit for Paul George. Had a rough go of things ever since he labeled himself playoff Pete. He knows he'll have a spotlight on him because of that moniker.
Over to the wing. George outside. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Golden State has gone 2 for 2 from deep to start this one. And with George, he caught flack for that. But he used the noise as motivation, Smitty.
And it pushed him to some of his best basketball yet. Paul George always shows up in the playoffs, but he'll need to win a title to lose the doubters once and for all.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Wiseman. Back to Curry. And here's Kuminga for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Anderson passes to Schroeder. Kicks it to George. The rebound by Wiggins.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Ooh, power down with both hands.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And finished off by Stewart.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
The Warriors leading. Down low. Here's Wiseman. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Wiseman's got his second bucket of the night.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Back to George. And here's Cunningham outside. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Excellent pass, PG-13. Keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. And stolen by Stewart. He goes up. And finished off by Stewart.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
So it's the Warriors now. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Detroit calls timeout.
Talk to anyone who has guarded Curry. They all talk about his movement. He never stops moving on offense.
So both teams changing it up here. Oh, got that one up quick. And it's a tie ball game.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Covington over to help. And that's a foul called on Delon Wright. That's his first foul. With Curry and his movement, he has to do it in order to get open.
The movement, BA, makes him easy to play with. Says a lot about his incredible conditioning, an underrated part of his greatness.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Now here's Wood. What a tremendous game he played against the Lakers. Pass to Moody. From downtown, another 3 for Golden State.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
The 3 from Sexton. And no good. And Golden State will come the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Lakers in their last game.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks to show for it.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Payton gets the 3 ball to go.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
The Pistons trailing. Here's Covington. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Assistant, Delon Wright.
There's 53 seconds left in the first. Now here's Payton. Pass to Poole. Beyond the arc. And the Warriors with another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Wright, the pass to Clark. Outside for Sexton. Now here's Wright. Back to Sexton. Off the mark there with a 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Wright, the pass to Covington. The 3 from Sexton. Warriors with the rebound. Pass to Moody. The 3 is up. Nails it from beyond the arc. Moody's got 6.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
Their three-point shooting could be a factor tonight, too, if they maintain their current form.
Andrew Wiggins is out there with Moody. Then there's Christian Wood. Then it's Jordan Poole. And it's Payton in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. The Warriors shooting has been ridiculous. 75% in this game. Pass to Moody. Back to Poole. Outside Payton. The 3 on target from range. Payton's got his second bucket on the night.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Back to Covington. Stolen by Wiggins. Pass to Payton. And there's the foul. It's on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul of the game. Wiseman, he's checked in for the Warriors. Moutier, he's checked in for the Pistons. Here's Poole. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Outside Payton. Lets the 3 fly, and they recover it. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Pass to Moutier. Here's Covington. Wood grabs the board. The Warriors have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter.
And you get some traditional big man stuff from Wood. But you look at his handles, going one-on-one outside the painted area, most centers can't do all the things that he can do.
Covington finds Beverly. Here's Moutier. Beverly outside. Sexton goes in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sexton's gotten 4 this quarter.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Moutier. And the shot goes in.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Golden State has gone 1 of 3 from three-point land here in the second quarter. And Wood's shown great versatility on offense. But the same skill set applies on the defensive end as well.
I mean, he can switch. He slides on the perimeter to protect the rim. His skill set is exactly what scouts are looking for now at the center position.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Warriors are trying to get back to the top of the Western Conference. Stephen Curry said, quote, "It's tough. Guys want to outperform and exceed expectations. Nobody is content just being middle of the road. It's a challenge we all need to take head on."
Yeah, they're trying to bring it all together, Allie. Thank you. Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. All right, Smitty, looking back at your career, you were named an All-Star scoring 20 points a game. But you also played a few years as a role player. What do you think the key was to that transition?
You know, B.A., you have to always embrace being a great teammate no matter what the role is. Of course, winning a ring like I did with the Spurs, that makes coming off the bench much easier.
Count it. Wiseman's got 8 points.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
And George with the jam.
I mean, he is explosive with his leaping ability. Paul George is well-versed in finishing above the rim.
The Warriors have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Curry against Schroeder. Thompson outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 8 assists here tonight.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
The 3, George. And the three-pointer goes. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
Stolen by Schroeder. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Personal foul. Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
And it's tied up with that one.
Dennis Schroeder, the 17th overall pick in 2013 out of Germany. He's got a flair you don't associate with European players.
The three from Curry. Anderson pulls it down. Detroit has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Schroeder, and he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Golden State has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Oh, George with a steal. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Anderson can't get it to go. The Warriors have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. To the paint. And there's Thompson on the assist by Kuminga. He's got 5.
So aware. Klay Thompson sees an opening inside and doesn't hesitate.
George finds Stewart. Back to George. Thompson with a steal. In transition, here come the Warriors. Pass to Wiseman. Ooh, he's locked in. Dreams his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
George. And George with the jam.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
1:06 left to play in the half. The Warriors have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. On the wing, Thompson. Over Cunningham. Thompson, no good. Pistons shooting at a very efficient 67%. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Cunningham. Back to George. No good on the triple. And it's Isaiah Stewart with a foul. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. And a switch here also for Detroit. Wright's checked in. The Warriors shooting 42% in the second quarter. Thompson outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got his 9th assist of the game now. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
For the Pistons, Clark comes in for Anderson. And it's Coffey in for Paul George. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. And here's Curry for 3. Detroit with a rebound. On the break. Clark finds Stewart. Right with the ball. Defended by Thompson. Here's Cunningham. Kuminga pulls it in. Curry from deep three-point land. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Warriors on top, leading by a point. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They lead by 1. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
They've been knocking it down from 3. You have to give the playmakers credit for consistently finding the open guy. And then, of course, the shooters have delivered. If they keep it up, they're going to be tough to beat.
Jack, how about what you saw from the Pistons?
Their defense has been dismal, allow their opponent to shoot 6 times. I'm sure they're getting their earful in the locker room. Amazing they've been able to keep it close. Boy.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Paul George has been sensational.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. The Warriors leading, setting the floor for Detroit. We've got Isaiah Stewart. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Cunningham. Then there's Kyle Anderson, and it's George in at the small forward position. Deflected! Over to the left wing. Outside, Anderson. George finds Anderson. Out to Schroeder. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Dennis Schroeder is much trickier than he used to be. Has developed his skills to go along with the athleticism.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Schroeder against Curry. Driving inside. That one's good for two. Curry's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. The Warriors have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And he's one of those stat sheet stuffers. Kyle Anderson at 6'9" gives you rebounding, playmaking, grant a little bit of everything.
I mean, the combination of size with skill is what makes him special. And his wingspan helps him impact the game in so many ways.
And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Payton's checked in for the Warriors. Poole comes in for Curry. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Sexton's checked in. Poole. Plenty of contact on that. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Which loudest section is getting free t-shirts tonight? Let's hear it.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Pistons trailing. Here's George. Good work defensively by Wiseman. Here's Kuminga. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his second.
That's on Isaiah Stewart.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Moody's checked in for Wiseman. Both good from the line that time. Well, Detroit's shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor.
Always nice to see PG dropping a dime, putting his excellent vision on the floor to good use.
Here's Kuminga. He has 7. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Moody. Fires it from 18. That one no good. And Detroit will go the other way with it.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
So it's the Warriors now. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. That game will be the 3rd of 5 at home. With a 9-footer and a nice bucket inside from Wiggins. Wiggins got 11.
So polished from this painted area. Love watching Wiggins do his thing close to the basket.
Sexton passes to Schroeder. The rebound by Moody. The Warriors have gone 2 of 5 in this 3rd quarter. To the inside, Payton. And that one's good. And now a 3-point Warrior lead.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Detroit calls timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Christian Wood is checked in for the Warriors. Clark is checked in for the Pistons. Beverly comes in for Schroeder. Here's George. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Outside Payton. Good D by Clark.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
George drives in. Count that bucket. 17 points in the game.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 here in this 3rd quarter. And Stewart over to help. Poole finds Wood. And the shot's good. And the Warriors lead by 1. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight. And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
When thinking about Colin Sexton, the first thing that comes to mind is his burst. I mean, his acceleration is just tremendous. He can go from 0 to 60 like a race car.
Now here's George. He's guarded closely. Out left to the wing. Here's Beverly. Here's Stewart. Kicks it to George. 6 to shoot. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side. You know, Grant, with Sexton, it's not just that he has speed. He actually knows how to use that speed as a weapon.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, defenders have to play out on him because of his three-point ability. So he'll wait to catch them flat-footed, then use his burst to blow by them, getting into the teeth of the defense and making plays. I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
So for the Pistons, Coffey, he's checked in for George. Cunningham comes in for Sexton. And Wright subbed in for Beverly.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And of course, Canadian-born Brandon Clark grew up in Phoenix, played at San Jose State, then transferred to Gonzaga. A few stops on his way to the association.
And dual citizenship for Brandon Clark, Canadian and the U.S. That Canadian national team is looking to be a force.
And don't forget, his father is Jamaican, so who knows? Bottom line, he's got some options when it comes to international play.
The Pistons have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Here's Coffey, drives to the hoop. Soft touch off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 1.
And it's been a thrilling matchup. Both teams giving their all.
59 seconds left in the 3rd. Here's Curry. He's off on that one. And Detroit will go the other way with it.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his second.
That's on James Wiseman. And he makes a first.
At the line for the Pistons.
Both shots good from the strike. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's Wiggins. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Clark. Here's Cunningham. Basket's good. Cunningham's got 7.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third. The Warriors trailing. And here's Curry for 3. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
He finally gets involved from beyond the arc. His first 3 of the game comes here in the second quarter.
Pass to Cunningham. There's the drive. Good work defensively by Wiseman.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting fourth. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
We're playing fine. Everything's good. The turnovers have been well-intentioned. We're not giving up fast break stuff. We just got to pick up the intensity and the energy a little bit.
Coach Kerr taking a positive approach with the team.
Encouragement and confidence. I love the approach.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Curry and Thompson are the 1 and the 2. Christian Wood out there with Kuminga. And it's Wiseman in at the 5 spot. That's the Warriors 5. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile 1 block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Now here's Thompson. Sinks it from distance. And the Warriors lead by 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter. I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And here's Curry. And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his 3rd foul so far. Schroeder, he's checked in for the Pistons.
Now into the lineup for the Pistons.
Pass to Curry. And here's Wiseman. He got a piece of it. Here's Cunningham. Here's Schroeder. Second shot opportunity. And the layup by Clark. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defense. They've given up no easy looks.
Another area where they've done a great job tonight is forcing the issue on D and getting some steals.
A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Thompson's shot is off. The Pistons leading. Thompson with a steal. In transition, here they come.
Pistons foul.
Paul George, he's checked in for coffee.
His first personal foul. 2nd team foul. Now into the lineup for the Pistons.
Wood outside on the wing. Curry. That one goes in. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
George's shot is good.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. To the paint. Here's Kuminga. And he makes it on the layup. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Anderson gets the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 1.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Now here's Thompson, tightly guarded, and it's rejected. Clark against Wiseman. Here's Schroeder. Kuminga pulls it in. Golden State has gone 1 for 2 from deep in this fourth quarter. The Pistons have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. Sexton's checked in for the Pistons. Now here's Thompson. The floater, and it's Curry laying it in. That gives him a double-double.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've turned in a fantastic performance from three-point range. That's been a weapon for them all game.
And they've really displayed a sharp passing game tonight as well. A lot of well-timed assists out there.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And I think a new plan would be a good idea. At least make it hard on this guy.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He went after his players about their poor defense in the paint, saying, quote, "You're showing no fight down there. You're letting them get any shot they want, and they're feasting on us. Show some toughness and push back, guys."
And Allie, thanks. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. The free throw drops for Clark.
At the line for the Pistons.
And Clark drops them both. And there's the foul. It's on Colin Sexton. That's his third foul so far.
Third team foul.
The Warriors have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Wood up top. Anderson pulls it down. Anderson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's George. Schroeder passes to Anderson. It's George with the drive. Some solid D from Wood. Golden State has gone 1 for 2 from deep in this fourth quarter. Thompson, good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
These are the kind of looks Thompson just eats up.
Detroit calls timeout.
Timeout Pistons. Look who's coming out on the court.
All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And it's been a performance that every point guard strives for. Orchestrating, facilitating, keeping everyone involved, creating easy buckets. As a teammate, you love playing with a leader like this.
Stewart, he's checked in for the Pistons. The Pistons trailing. Schroeder into the lane, sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Self-confidence, a huge part of his game. Schroeder never doubts his abilities.
Now Thompson. Curry from deep three-point land. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
That's a momentum bucket from Stephen Curry. Big-time shot from a big-time player.
Sexton passes to Schroeder. To the inside. Kicks it to George. Back to Stewart. Pass to George. Outside Sexton. 5 to shoot. Stewart finds Sexton. That three's off the mark. Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. This one for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Now here's George. Out to Schroeder. The 3 from Sexton. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
And they suck the air right out of this place by drilling the 3. Could be what saves the day for them.
And the Warriors call time here. They're up by 2. We've got 1:13 left to play in the fourth quarter. Wiseman, he's checked in for Wood.
Wiseman.
inside. And Wiseman the bucket on the assist by Curry. And the Warriors lead by 4.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
1:02 left in the game. And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's his 3rd foul so far. Here's Curry. Takes the 3.
That's the kind of defense they need from Schroeder. Hands up and right in his grill.
Here's George. And he sinks it. And tie game! Huge basket right there. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
The 3 from Curry. The rebound by Stewart. Anderson with it. Now Wiggins defending. Sexton goes in. And the shot counts. He's fouled. And it's a chance for a 3-point play.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
.30 seconds left in the 4th. This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
Timeout called, the Warriors. They're losing by 3. 26 seconds left in the 4th quarter here.
Look who's coming out of the court. You're on the feet on the Warriors. 15. Let's get loud, fans. Get out of those seats and on.
Curry with it. They need this. And it's in. And that one brings them within 1.
Clutch shots, Stephen Curry. His teammates, they trust him in those situations.
Detroit calls timeout. They're ahead by 1. There's 21 seconds left in the 4th. There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
You have to admire how calm he is under pressure at the free throw line in a key situation.
20 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Curry. Money! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within 1.
Steph makes it look so easy. One of the most efficient offensive players ever. No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and heave it.
So it's a narrow victory for the Pistons, pulling it out for the W. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you next time.
Bright lights on beam. Always gotta have big dreams. Gotta do big things. Mama gotta be proud of me. Cause I'm changing the game. I need a star with my name. You know who to call when it's go time. Lights, camera, action, it's showtime. Pull up in LA like I'm LeBron. Riding through that California sunshine. Dancing with the stars, check my footwork. Kill 'em with the wrist, watch the cook work. Shaking up the game, make 'em look. They gon' throw my name in the books. Let's catch a new vibe, a new wave. I can ball in real life, this ain't 2K. And my girl said, look, you on the news, babe. I had to tell her, hey, this is what I do, babe.
Okay, this ain't nothing new, babe. This is what I do, babe. MJ with the flu, I'm too wavy. Ballin' on them sick, they trippin' on shoelaces. Pull up in his money, I'm making them blue faces. Showtime tickets for you ladies. Everybody in the crowd gotta go crazy. Make everybody in the crowd go crazy. Handles on the string, know I do my thing. Oh, you said your man ball, it don't look the same. Every park, every gym, they gon' say my name. Seconds on the shot clock, I'ma end the game. Cause it's showtime, nobody can stop it when it's your time. I'ma win the game when it's go time. They gon' say my name when it's showtime. Yeah, showtime, yeah, showtime. Can't nobody stop you when it's your time. I'ma win the game when it's go time. They gon' say my name when it's showtime. Yeah, showtime.
I ain't with that bull, better pay me, Scottie Pippen. Jumping out the gym.